Hi, I'm Mike Galloway. Today, we're just going to walk through on how to assemble your man cave out of the box. You will notice that you received the shell, the tent, whatever you'd like to call it. That's basically your camouflage material. You have also received your cage. The first thing you need to do is take all of the plastic bands and zip ties that are on the cage off. Once you cut those loose, you'll be able to open your cage just like I just did there. I'm going to assemble the cage here, and then I'm going to insert the cage into the blind, but I want to assemble it so you guys can see what's going on without all the cloth being in the way. How I assemble our man caves is very simple. I start in the back and I work my way forward. All right, so in the back I would reach in, I grab these two pieces here. See, here's one piece, here's the other piece. I pull them back, I slide this across. There are no pin construction, all right? What a lot of people forget, if you could kind of zoom in here, this is what I call the break. Once you pull these back and slide this across, you take your break and go like this. Very simple, all right? Then, as you can imagine that the blind is here, I'm stepping into the blind. All right, I take these two pieces here and they go straight up. See how that's up like that? Very simple. I slide it across, I push it forward as far as it'll go. That's where your brake comes in handy. Next thing I do, I take my side support bar, slide it down. Over here, I take my side support bar, and I slide it down. One of the things that I try to make sure I do is that the top of the side support bar is on the outside, the bottom of the side support bar is on the inside. You'll understand that better when you look into it. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to disassemble. Now, when I disassemble my blind, I almost do the same exact thing. I start at the back and I work my way forward. So let's say the hunt is over. I start back here, I remove my doors, slide, undo my brake, pull this up, this will slide down, this will slide down. I step in the blind, slide, this comes down, this comes down. Now, what we're going to do next, What we're going to do next is we're going to teach you how to assemble your blind and make it all one piece. Again, your blind, when you opened your box, your metal cage came like this. All right? So, we're going to open our blind. We're going to pull out the hammock style seat. We're going to pull out our pillow. And we're going to insert the cage into the blind. So now you have your cage and you have your shell. You've got the shell wide open. One thing everybody has to remember, your shell is like a brand new pair of jeans. The more you use it, the more you break it in, the easier it becomes. So when it first comes out, my recommendation is don't try to put it together in a cold field. Try to put it together in your family room where there's some nice warm weather at least. Now, I've got my cage open. I've got my shell open. I take the cage. I set it inside the blind. As you can see, you'll see the area of where the corners of your cages are supposed to go. All right. We've got the cage laying in half inside our blind. Just like we did out on the grass, now all I have to do is open the cage. See how I'm opening the cage? And then I've got to insert it inside the rest of the blind. Remember what I said earlier. We're going to start at the back and we're going to move our way forward. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to slide this across. I'm going to make sure this is pulled all the way back. I'm going to hit my brake. Pulled all the way back. And hit my brake. I'm going to step into the blind. Slide these together. Slide it up. This piece here comes over, underneath, and Velcro's in place. Now we're going to go to our side support. No problem. No problem. Once I have the cage in place and I've got everything situated, I personally step back out because this is the first time you're putting it together. And now I bring in my seat. You won't have to do this every time, and I'll show you in just a second. I'm going to take my hammock style seat, slide it underneath the bottom bar, not this bar, the bar at the bottom. Snap it in place. Then I put the doors on. Straight up and down. All you need to do, just like that. Step to the back. Straight up and down. Line it up. Goes right in. Straight up and down. Bang. Now your man cave is together. Grab your pillow. Put it up here for headrest. Back here for lumbar support. The tighter you want your hammock chair, the tighter you make the straps on underneath. Now you've got your man cave together for the very first time. You want to take a couple of times practicing putting it down and setting it up. Like I said in the past, start at the back, work your way forward. I start with the back door, hit the button, pull it up. This back door, hit the button, pull it up. Take your brakes off, 1, 2, slide them forward a little bit. Undo the bar underneath. You know what the bar looks like because we just showed you. Undo my side support, undo my side support. These come in, this comes in. I step inside the blind, unvelcro, door, door. This slides down, this slides down. Now, here's the key. When you're in the field, you take your blind, you take the foot of your blind, you bring it in like this. Take your pillow, set it next to you. You grab it underneath like you're picking up a stretcher, and you fold it. That's all there is to it. Like that. You have a Velcro strap here, and you have a Velcro strap here. All the man caves come with a carrying strap. The carrying strap is conveniently located right here on the side. It's a side pocket. Snap it on. Snap it on. Carry it in, carry it out. So now you've put your man cave together fresh out of the box. You've seen how to tear it down once it's together. The hard part for the guys that are new at this is setting it up in the morning. First thing you do is disconnect your shoulder strap. After you disconnect your shoulder strap, you can put it in the man cave with you, or you can put it in the pocket that it is intended to go into. Undo your Velcro straps, and it'll fall right open. Take your bottom, kick it out, And just like we did with the cage, and just like we've done time and time again, we're going to start at the back, and we're going to move our way forward. I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to slide it up. I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to slide it up. Underneath, it's connected. I'm going to make sure it's all the way back. My brake, all the way back. My brake. Step inside the blind. Bring it up. Slide it across. This goes around and Velcros. I come back to the side support. Come back to the side support. Step out. Straight up and down. See how I'm going straight up and down? Hit the button, down it goes. Get them lined up, straight up and down, hit the button, down it goes. Step in. Connect the door at the bottom. Same thing. And the same thing. Your man cave's ready to go. Just choose where you want your pillow.